Probably the number one thing that most clothing brand owners struggle with is being consistent on social media for an extended period of time. And we know that if you're consistent and you publish all the time for a year or 2 years, it can lead to amazing results for your clothing brand. I know this because I've done hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales for my private label Canadian lifestyle brand called K-Bud Apparel. And almost all of it is the result of posting extremely consistently on social media for the past 7 or 8 years. If you look at this YouTube channel, I haven't missed a single week posting on this channel in 8 years. The practical advice that I'm gonna give you and what we're gonna talk about in this video is holding yourself accountable by setting yourself a 30-day challenge. Setting yourself a 30-day posting challenge is an amazing way to hold yourself accountable and to really post when you'd otherwise give up. In this video, I'm gonna share with you my transformational experiences with it and why exactly this is gonna help you grow your clothing brand so much this year. I hope you enjoy. Before we get into it here, Apparel Success is sponsored by my buds over at Design Crowd, and if you struggle with designs, I really recommend that you try them. Post your project on Design Crowd. Sick designers from all over the world are going to compete for your project. You choose the winner, then you get that design plus revisions. These designs you're looking at, I've sold thousands of them, and I got them all made through Design Crowd. If you're interested, head over to designcrowd.com/apparel to learn about the special offer that I have for you, or just use the discount code apparel when you post a project on Design Crowd. All right, so inside of the Apparel Success Mastermind, we've got right around 100 different clothing brands and clothing companies in there. Every single month since we started back in October, we've been setting these 30-day challenges for posting on social media for your brand. And it's been absolutely insane to see how a lot of these clothing brands that otherwise would have fallen off their posting schedule, they wouldn't have stuck to it, they would have just been doing random things all the time. When there's a 30-day challenge and you gamify it, you turn it into a bit of a game to make those posts every day and to stick to it. It's amazing how much this is affecting their behavior, their ability to remain consistent, their ability to get better results for their brand and just post more frequently. Now, for my clothing brand, I've been running it the past 8 years, and December in particular is always a really hard month for me to remain consistent and to post every single day. And I think that the reason for that is just because right as it gets around Christmas time, I fly back home to visit family. There's all these different like family things going on. I'm seeing friends and family. We're having a couple drinks and doing, it's just like so hard to remain consistent that month. But inside of the Apparel Success Mastermind for December, we set a 30-day posting challenge. And the way that the challenge works is basically you hold yourself accountable to post every single day for 30 straight days on your clothing brand's Instagram, TikTok, whichever social media platform you choose. And for the first time ever, it made the month of December so much easier for me. There was no way in the month of December that I was gonna miss posting a day. It was just gonna happen no matter what. And because there was this posting challenge that I was trying to make sure I did everything right for and that I stuck to, I'd make posts and content like several days in advance so that I knew I had it ready when Christmas came, so that I wasn't like scrambling to shoot posts on Christmas Day. And it just made December so much easier for me. I promise you that if you're struggling to remain consistent on TikTok and on Instagram, and you're one of those clothing brands that just kind of falls off and just doesn't post as regularly as you'd like, try setting a 30-day challenge for yourself. And you don't have to start it tomorrow, but maybe plan for it. If you're not ready for it right now, plan for it. In 1 week from today, I'm gonna start this 30-day challenge, and every single day for 30 days, I'm gonna post. Habits take around 30 days to form. If you're trying to get off an addiction, they say that after 30 days of being completely cold and not doing it, your brain starts to reset and you start to get into this new mode of being. And it's the same thing with habits that you're doing voluntarily, like going to the gym or posting regularly on social media. If you set this 30-day challenge and you actually stick to it, it's very likely that the next 30 days, you're gonna just wanna keep it rolling and you're gonna have all of that momentum going for your clothing brand. And now, I don't know if I need to sell you on how significant it can be for your brand to be posting regularly for an extended amount of time, but it could literally be the difference between you just making these casual posts here and there, not really getting any sales, and you doing like hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales for your brand. Because what happens when you're posting regularly and you're sticking to it on this like rigid schedule for 3 months, 6 months, or a year, and you keep doing these challenges over and over again, is you tap into this thing known as the compound effect, which is these small, insignificant actions taken on a daily basis, leading to huge rewards in the future. And Instagram Reels and TikTok are becoming much more retroactive with their content. I've noticed that a lot of my posts on TikTok, even if I'm not posting right now, posts from 2-3 months ago are still getting views, still getting comments. And so all of the work that you're doing this month will pay off next month. All of the work that you do the next month, those 2 months together will pay off the next month. And it all accumulates together. And this is why success happens in a J curve. It happens slowly, but it tends to take off, is because all of that work that you've been putting in for a year will accumulate and pay off in the future. Now, another subtle reason why this works well is because making a challenge for yourself is the same thing as setting goals. But instead of setting goals to make $20,000 next month, you're setting a goal to take a certain amount of action next month, which will lead to the results. Your goals shouldn't necessarily be, I want to make this much next month. Your goal should be, what are all of the things that I need to do next month in order to make those results? And setting a 30-day challenge is all the things that you need to do to get those results. So I feel a bit like a salesman here trying to sell you on this. You can do a 30-day challenge if you want. You don't have to do it if you don't want, but I know how effective it's been for me and everybody else inside of the Apparel Success Mastermind, and I really hope that this helps. By the way, if you're thinking about running your own brand or you're already running one, I highly recommend you check out the Apparel Success Mastermind. It's a monthly subscription. You get access to me, access to a community of other clothing brand owners. I do exclusive live streams every single month, and you get access to all of my courses. You can learn more at apparelsuccessmastermind.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.